everyone, welcome back to Chatting with Olajumoke. Remember, Chatting with Olajumoke is a place where we talk about all things better living. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And of course, I don't do this alone. With me and my beautiful co-hosts, Auntie D and Danny. How are you doing, both of you? Awesome. All right. So today we are going to be answering a question: is love enough to build a marriage? Is love enough to build a marriage? And so our discussion is going to be centered around this. So let me ask you: would you marry someone that you don't feel romantic love for? Right? Would you marry someone that question is, I'm going to start with Auntie D.
Okay.
Yes. But they have good values, they have great character, that person is because I've heard people say she's a good person, he's a good person, but I'm not attracted to the person. So maybe I should use the word that you don't have romantic love or you're not attracted to. Would you marry that kind of person?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
no. I have friends that have good values. I have friends that I trust. I have friends that are people of integrity. So there has to be a one step. There has to
That
be
makes
that,
you
yes, that makes okay. This person is different. Why?
Okay.
Because I am physically attracted. I think there are certain things. I think I'm falling in love with the person.
Okay. Right, what about you? You say no.
No.
Okay. All right. So the answer for me too is no. There has to be some form of attraction. I can just marry. I can decide to marry my friend now.
Exactly,
Because
we
the
are
friend,
friends.
person I have, my friend is somebody that is going to have a good value,
Yes.
good character. But do you know that there are some people that don't mind?
Yes.
So, but we are answering for us.
Yes.
So, can we just talk a little bit about that? That there are some people that they don't mind. They feel like maybe in marriage the love will grow.
It's difficult. The love never grows.
Never grows.
It never
It's
because the way the devil works is that the person, one of them, would now find someone they actually
They're now attracted
fall
to.
in love with.
Mm.
It will now become
a problem.
It will.
Yeah.
It can't work.
So the best thing is not to be with someone that you're not attracted to.
No, don't even go there.
All right. So now we have people that marry because of love.
Yes.
But then there are so many of them. Okay, should I use so many? There are several of them. Yeah, there are some of them that at the end of the day they divorce. Why? Because love is not enough.
Love is not enough.
Okay. So we have established that.
Exactly.
Okay, I think the answers are just easy.
Love is
plain.
not enough.
Okay, so should someone stay in a difficult marriage because they once loved the person? You know that they once loved, they fell in love with the person. We have talked about the fact that some marriages they divorce. I mean, yeah, at some points they get divorced, but there are some people that they don't want to divorce each other. They feel like I once loved this person, so let's. So, what would you say? Should someone stay in that kind of marriage, or do you even think that people fall out of love? I think. Let's start from there.
Yes, I think people fall out of
They
love.
fall out of love.
Yes.
And did you think people fall out of love?
It's very it's kind of because there are some butterfly in my belly kind of love. People fall out of
that kind of love.
Yes, most times people get married because of that.
Yeah.
Then they now, when they fall out of that butterfly, they now start
Right,
building a love over time that will last for years. They now start building that.
Okay. All right. That's why I say that there are two types of love. There is love the feeling, that's the butterfly, and then there is love the commitment.
Yes.
So is love the commitment that sustains a
That's
marriage?
what sustains a marriage.
Love the feeling is going to
It
die
just brings
at some
them
point.
together.
Together.
Oh, yes.
Then you now, so in marriage you now understand, okay, this is because you are going to see several things and be like, why did I choose this person?
But there's some that the two loves at some point that will go.
Yeah, so that's the question. That brings me back to the question that if people fall out of love.
Yes,
I think that the kind of love people fall out from is the feeling. I think that is the feeling.
It's the feeling.
Some will fall out of the feelings and some will fall out permanently.
Like they'll say that they are not, because love the commitment is sacrifice, patience, forgiveness.
Yes, when they fall out of the feelings. Now it's time to build the love, the
The love,
commitment.
yes.
They won't build it
Build
at all.
it, yeah.
Because the minute you are committed to someone, you are invested in that person,
That person.
it is not a time period of in a year or two.
No.
It is something that you spent years with that
Building,
person.
yeah.
So falling out of that one,
It's not
because you've seen the person's weaknesses,
exactly the
you've
ups,
seen the
the downs.
person's downs, the person has seen your weaknesses, has seen your downs, and the person has been able to stay with you
Yeah.
through it. And when you are down, that person is the one that pulled you up.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why some people, even if after they had left that marriage because of one thing or the other, they are still kind of connected to that
To
person
that person.
because of what they have built together.
Together.
And so the person they are with will now understand that but you have divorced this person because they are friends. That person has seen them at their lowest. They have grown together. Well, but that's just by the way. So the question now is, should people who are falling out of love and the marriage is looking difficult, should they still stay there? They were in that marriage because they love the
They
person
love the
initially.
person.
Should they still stay there? Or they should
For me, if there is no domestic violence, if there is no domestic violence,
they're just living like roommates.
they can still work things together
Together. Okay.
if both are ready.
Yeah.
The both parties are ready to mend things. They can still work it together as long as there is no domestic violence. Domestic violence, I would say no. If you see it once, run. But if there's nothing like that, it's just a lot of people will say when they are divorcing, there's this one language they used to say
Irreconcilable
irreconcilable differences. To me, there's nothing that you cannot
Just selfishness.
that's just it.
Just selfishness.
You are not bending, the person is not ready to bend. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why you keep on speaking English.
Mm.
But if you are ready to mend it, both parties are ready. And a lot of people they misinterpret when you want to mend something. You don't want to bend, that person does not want to bend. The only thing you can do is just to tackle the problem. You don't need to tackle each
Each
other.
other, yeah.
So the more you start tackling each other, okay, you are at fault, she's at fault, he's at fault. You won't get to a certain point where you reach an agreement and say, okay, let's work on this
Yeah.
marriage.
So deal with the situation, not
The
with
situation,
person.
not the person.
If you are not willing to deal with the situation, it means you are not willing to put on quote love up on the person.
They should
Because
They
for
should
some
go-
people, they feel that that butterfly in my belly is what should keep
Should always be
carrying
there.
me.
We need to start
But the
letting
thing
people know
is,
that this kind
the
of thing is
butterfly
there.
in my
there's no
belly,
even butterfly in the marriage.
it
That's
won't-
the truth.
it won't last. It might not even.
It
It won't last
won't.
because by the time you start seeing dirty boxers,
Exactly.
you start seeing someone that
Snoring.
Yeah. What attracted you before that body butterfly was the well packaged, the
Yes.
and the
he's
everything.
taking you out to dinner.
Yeah.
He remembers your and
Exactly.
So-
And everything is just
forgetting that a time will come when you become for some men, for some people, their spouses now come after the children. Like once they start having children, some
It
women
should
now
not
focus
be.
on their children and they leave the man.
It should not be.
And some men, all they want to hear is my child needs. They don't want to hear I need.
Mm-mm.
You understand? Some people are willing to walk through it. They would, like nowadays, you have people going for couples therapy.
Yeah.
It is not a crime.
It's not.
Counseling. Go to a registered
Yes.
counselor.
Good
Don't
one.
go to. It doesn't have to be your pastor. Does not have to do the marriage counseling.
Exactly.
There are times when you need someone on the outside of your environment, someone that has seen. You need someone else that has not seen both of you. See finish at times
Yes.
would
cause
make
for
people
me.
start passing judgment on the person who is not even at fault. Because some people they can package outside, they are the most fantastic, but
Yeah,
it
but when
is
you get
only
in,
their spouse that knows. So when the spouse is complaining, people can't seem to relate. In their minds, they will be
And this
judging.
gentle person.
Yeah, wahala ti ẹ ló máa pọ̀ jù.
Mm.
So go and meet someone who is neutral. Sit down. If you want to continue in marriage.
Marriage.
But the truth is,
But
there
that's
is
to
no
bring both of
marriage.
them,
both
both
of
of them
People-
into, yes.
Both parties.
There is
One
no
person does
marriage
not want
without work. When
Yeah,
they tell you
yeah.
52 years in marriage, go
Oh
and
my
look, it
goodness.
is
Yes.
work. Ló ń jẹ́
It is
iṣẹ́.
work.
Oh,
Yes,
Iṣẹ́ ló ń
yeah.
jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Yes.
Both parties chose to stay.
Stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do the work as well.
Yeah, so it is marriage is more than butterflies in my belly.
Okay. All right. So we have marriages that. So you know where we say some people are saying, "I'm in love with him. That's the person I want to marry. I'm in love with her. That's the person I want to marry." And you have some people that they arranged their marriage. Now those people that they arranged their marriage, you have some of them that their marriages are still standing today. And those ones that say, "I'm in love with him," that marriage is not standing again. What do you think could be the factors or the factor affecting those marriages that they said they were in love, that's why they got married, and today they are not together? What would you think?
Shared values.
Exactly.
Shared
Shared
values.
values. If you share the same values, even if it is arranged, both parties know it is arranged and they are willing to work. A willingness to work and shared values. If you do not share the same values, whether arranged or whether butterflies
you
might beg
love,
you, it
it will
won't work.
crack.
Because where do you want to start from?
Mm.
So
Where
a
do you
lot
want
of
to
people,
start from?
will say, "I love him. I love the way he looks. I love the way he takes care of me. I love that." They give the love a, what's it called? A certain
The main
way.
character.
Physical look.
Physical
Physical
look.
appearance.
So when they now get married, the man that cares, men, they relax when everything
What's
is
their
set.
it's not even in marriage alone.
The minute you
Once
say
they are saying
yes,
yes,
it's done.
their girlfriend.
The pursuit is done.
They
conquered.
all this love, let's go out, let's do this.
I heard someone
It's gone.
saying that what's Kamwafeni.
Yes, now.
It's gone.
And that's
So
I think all the things that they were doing before,
They
God,
will
wait.
it's gone. So that person now starts to see another person. No, this is not the person I fall in love with. No, he's not. No, I can't love this
Where's
man. I
my
can't.
Prince Charming?
And the guy that walk up to you dressed like, oh my goodness, like someone that does not pee at all. So when did that person get to?
When you now see that person farting,
Exactly.
you now go
Littering the house, and
Yeah.
you start thinking that Bonikinti Bere.
Okay.
So that will not work for them.
So I think it's
But
a
if you
bit of
share,
back
but
to
if you
love
share
the
this,
feeling.
exactly, love, yes, that's love. One thing that sustain marriage, that sustain relationship too, is friendship.
yes.
Yeah.
Because that love, I do tell people, especially the young ones, that you see this love that is choking you, love will run.
Mm.
You will run after love. Love will say, leave me alone, I don't want to be involved.
Mm.
But one thing that will sustain the marriage is just a friendship.
Yeah. Marry your friend. Though.
Honestly, marry someone that
You
when,
can be
when you
friends
look
with
at when you look when
friends.
you look at when you look at him or you look at her, you are hungry.
That's
You
why
are
during-
vexed.
That's why during the lockdown, many marriages had issues.
Yes.
Because we're
Because
not married
they
together.
weren't
They could
used
not
to
to living together.
stay
If you're
in a
friends,
space
you're able
for
to.
long.
Yeah.
When you look at her, you are hungry at her, you are hungry at him.
Mm.
But there's one thing inside of you that still shows that, oh, this person is my friend.
Mm.
You know, you can be fighting. Your husband and wife can be fighting. They are fighting, rija. But there is something that comes up on his phone or her phone. The first thing we say, check ikini. They are fighting. No. At that moment, that person has lived this marriage, the marriage stuff.
It's just friends.
The friends aspect of it, that this
Yes.
is one person I can talk and this person
Yeah.
can relate to what
My
I'm
G's
doing.
partner,
yeah.
my friend.
But when there is love, there's no friendship, love will go.
Love will go. Butterflies in my belly. It will
So what would now remain the marriage? That's
Yeah.
why marriage crash and a lot of
Okay. Now this thing called love sometimes is not the same. So would you advise someone to marry somebody that the love is more on the other side? Like the other person loves more. The intensity of your love is not much, but the intensity of that person's love is much. You know, I've heard situations where people would say that my love enough. That desperate to say that my love will cover, it will be enough for both of us, we can cover for both of us. So would you advise that, okay, I love this person, but this person, the intensity of this person's love is more? Or would you also, we also say that the love should, so we're, from the point of view of women now, we also say that the man should love you more, right? So all those things, I've said a lot of things together
Yeah,
too, but do you
yeah,
understand what I'm
yes,
trying
we
to say? So what do
understand.
you think about it?
For me, I can't date someone I don't love.
No, you love, but they love you more.
How will I know they love me more? You know what? See, a lot of people, we tend to lie to ourselves. Someone is telling you I love you. The action will show, fine.
Mhm.
But how will you know? Do you put the love on the scale?
Mm.
That is the only thing I can just say is if you love that person and you know the love is reciprocal,
Okay, so when the person is saying
it's vice
the
versa.
intensity of the love on the other person now could not it might not be scalable, but maybe the person can go extra mile. You cannot go extra mile.
Some is not even love. We mistake love with what's it called?
Lost.
Lust
Infatuation.
and infatuation and Ooh.
And maybe when you remember.
When you love someone too much,
Obsession.
obsession.
Mm.
A lot of people they think when someone is showing it, most of it is not the real love.
Messi just obsessed
It's
with you.
obsessed. So showing it at times, you need to think very well. Ṣé lóòótọ́, is it true that this person loves me? So it's vice versa. If you love me and I know you love me, you show it not by mouth saying I love you, and not by buying ice cream. It's true. A lot of people, sorry, a lot of people think buying gifts is thoughtful.
Mm.
A lot of people think buying gifts,
That's
bringing
being,
this.
it might just be they categorize, some people categorize it as
As
loving
love.
more. But it's maybe
not
it's just being thoughtful.
thoughtful.
But that's the person's love language, and so the person
And
knows how to
start
give
doing
gifts a lot.
so. I will now use that one as okay. This
Loves
person
me more.
loves me. No,
Mm.
there is more to love. So for me, saying someone love, how do I know?
My own thoughts.
Yeah.
I think it's better to marry a kind person.
Yeah.
Because when the butterfly is in, the kindness will stay.
Stay.
That kindness will be willing to work. That kindness will be willing to give.
Yeah.
That kindness will be willing to protect. At the end of the day, that kindness will lead to a love that will stand.
Mm.
Because when your spouse is kind,
Yeah.
that is when she or he wants to think, oh, my husband will soon be back. Let me make sure he has cold water in the fridge.
Mm.
You understand? That person coming from outside is like, my wife has been at home all day and I saw oranges on the
Get
plate.
something.
It's
for
not
her.
much.
Yeah.
Let me bring something home for her. Let me bring oranges home for her. I told someone I was dating
And when
a
they are
while back,
fighting, you will
No,
not stop, or
I
she will not
told-
stop the responsibility at home.
I told someone that I told someone I was dating. I told him, I said, anytime you go out, make sure you bring something for me, even if it is a toothpick. But he did not understand. He didn't understand, and I did not bother explaining it to him. Now, when the person you are with is the first person of your mind, you will go out, and even if it is straw of coke, ordinary straw you see, you want to take it home to that person. You want to tell that person, oh, you brought home straw, keep it when I was at this place, I just remembered you.
Mm-hmm.
So that straw
That
is
thing
not
goes a
it.
long way.
It is telling that person that
You are the
you
first
were
thing
on my
you were on my
mind
mind.
at
Oh,
that
true.
point
Yeah.
in time.
Yeah.
So when you marry a kind
A kind
person,
person,
when the
yeah.
butterflies are all gone, it's that kindness,
Kindness.
that you can't call your husband now and say, hello, I eat my food. Ejo man paracetamol ni.
Yeah.
It's not the butterflies,
That's
but
all.
it's the kindness that wants to
Towards
show
it.
empathy towards your heart.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this person is what a man comes in and the whole house is a mess. And the first thing but a kind man, kò ṣẹlẹ̀ lánàá, kò ṣẹlẹ̀ níjẹta.
So why?
Kí ló ṣe ẹ́?
Mm.
What happened? Not, you understand?
Yeah.
That is for me, yes, marry somebody who is doing the butterfly with you. But at the bottom
Bottom of the
all the
butterfly.
butterfly is the person kind.
Kind.
And kindness is not Like you said, it's not until you buy me 10 ice creams. No, it's in the little things.
Yeah.
Hello, I just want to check up on you.
Yeah.
How are you?
Little
It's
things.
in the,
How's
then
your
it's
day
in the
going?
way the person relates to other people around,
Around, yes. Yes.
even around him.
Yes.
Yeah.
The person is willing to say, "Oh, a friend of mine needed my help, and I just felt like it wasn't a big deal." Then shit. But you know, there's a thin line between being kind and being foolish. Some people, their
Overdo.
kindness knows no bound.
Mm.
Like I was reading the story of someone who was seeking for advice, and the fiance just moved into an apartment. There was a single lady in another apartment. The person just moved in because they wanted to get married, and the single lady is already saying, "Ah, so you want to go and buy curtains? Please help me buy curtains too. I
The
don't have
single
curtains."
lady, right?
That's rubbish.
And so you
The
are.
fiance was going to. She's going to get
She
angry
was
now.
now. She was now saying, "Okay, the man bought it. The man bought it. Where the man drew the line was where the single lady now said, please help me fix it. That's where the man drew the line. And to the lady, in her mind, she was like, from the point of curtains, he gone, please. Ibo lo ti jọra wọn, we are neighbors, we are not friends. We are,
Exactly.
you understand? So there are some men that are just, there are some people that are just foolishly kind.
Yeah.
But when a man is kind or a person is kind with wisdom,
Yeah.
wisdomly kind,
Accept boundaries too.
you see it in the way they treat
Yeah.
the people. They treat the people around them with respect. Someone that treats the people around him, he will treat you with respect.
Well,
He will, so all
Okay.
those, please marry a kind man.
All right. Lastly, this is about finance. So, marrying someone with money, even though you don't love him, and marrying somebody without money because of love, which would you choose?
Marrying-
Marrying
what?
Marrying someone because he has money.
Marry a rich man or marry a poor man.
I don't want to put it that way.
Omo,
But
baba
marry
time.
someone that has money, but you don't love him. Marry someone because you love him, but the person doesn't have money.
The first question is, if that person does not have money,
Do you marry?
is there any
Hope for the
hope
future.
for the future?
It's not about now, Shay.
Even for the rich
Because
person.
the rich person
You can become
poor
poor
man in Lola.
kó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ẹni tí ò ní yẹn, you know, that's the most painful aspect of it o. You chose a rich man, and at the end of the day, suddenly the poor man that you love,
Yeah.
boom, all of a sudden, and the rich man, you will now be in that house and be looking, you know,
Yeah, I know.
But the truth is that there are also situations where the rich man will become richer.
Richer.
And the poor man
So it
will
might not
say,
be.
"No."
Yeah, so it might not be like
So you
that.
already said
The
yes.
poor- the poor
Marry
guy
the
man.
future.
the future.
Marry the future.
Exactly.
Marry the quote unquote the hustle in a man.
Exactly.
Marry the go-getter in the man.
That's
Some men
just
are
it.
laid back, they are lazy.
Yeah, yes.
Some men just come about money, they are just rich, but the truth is
Lazy.
underneath everything, they are just lucky.
Mm.
They are lazy.
Mm.
But some men, they are hustlers. They know if you
24/7.
tell them to give you 5-year plan, they will give you the five. They will
They'll
give you 5-year plan.
30 years.
They will give you the road map.
Ma.
Mm.
It's one thing having a plan. It's another thing having a road map. They won't sell you stories or sweet mouth,
Mm-mm.
and then you already see them on the path.
Ah,
But then, like I said, marry
a kind
a
man.
kind man. I know of a lady. She had a suitor. She had been dating the man for years. Young guy, ó ní burúkú owó lọ́wọ́. Wealthy, young man. Why didn't she marry him? She now got married to someone who had just started. That one too has a future, but man, that first man was soft landing. She would never had. So one day they were asking, so why didn't you marry that man? So they say people will think it's because of money that she married him. Okay. My mom
So
was like,
that's our only excuse.
my mom now said,
Maybe there is more to
oh,
it.
was it because of poverty that you married the second person? That was the question my mommy asked.
Mm.
Yeah, was it because of poverty that you married the second person? Because the truth is, the man in question, I think it was a discussion, and the young guy was mentioned that that man, he is young but he's wealthy. He's into so many things, this one, that one, that one, that one. That was when she now mentioned that that was the person she was supposed to marry. And we're all like, as in first wife, married friend, say they've been together for years since they were young. And
Now
so,
said because people
Every-
think she married him because of his money.
and
What's
my
the
mommy
reason?
was like, so you're supposed to marry a man because
There
of
might be
poverty.
another reason.
No,
There was
there might not be
no-
another
there was
reason.
no
No.
reason.
There are some people that can be very.
There was
I don't know. There are some people that they take what people would say, they take it on their head.
Congratulations.
There was no reason. That was the only reason.
Please let people talk.
And this woman, the
I
person she
love
got
money
married,
now. What do you mean?
the person she got married to, the guy was, as at then, was showing her pepper, tomatoes, onions.
Mm.
She was always looking at her. She's from a rich home.
True.
Her
Maybe
father
that's the
is
reason why
wealthy.
she said she does not want
That's
to
why marry a kind man.
Just
Because
marry-
the person is not that's because
The
somebody
guy is
does
not
not have
rich,
money.
no. That
That
doesn't
doesn't mean
mean
the person
he's
is kind.
kind.
No.
And there's people
Marry
that
a
are rich and are
kind-
kind.
Yes,
Marry
just
a
marry.
kind
At the end
man.
of everything,
Marry a
Kind
kind man.
person. So if
Marry
you're,
a kind person.
yeah, so if you're not going with anything today, please go with that.
Marry a kind
The
man.
person has to be kind. How
Exactly.
kind is that person to
To
you?
you.
You will
Yeah.
see how the person treats people around you.
Yes.
How does the person treat you? If the person does not consider your feelings, the person does just talks down on you. That's not a kind person,
No.
basically. And we also like to make you understand in everything that we have said that love is not enough.
It's not
It's
enough.
Love is not enough.
It's not.
Yes, the attraction will bring you guys together,
Yeah.
but beyond the attraction, can you
There's
forgive
more.
that person?
Yeah.
Can you stay true when there is a challenge?
Yes.
Can you
Those are the
sacrifice for that
questions.
person?
Those
Can
are the
you
questions.
go can you
Extra
go
mile.
extra mile
Yes.
for that person? So apart from the attraction that you're feeling now, think
There's
about
more,
these
there's
things.
more to it in marriage.
I think we have answered it basically.
Yes.
But we are going to play our game. And the game is centered around this. So it's going to be red flag or green flag.
Okay.
Yes. So get time.
I love that.
Okay, so I'm going to go round. I would ask you 1, 2, 3. We have a lot of them. So
Okay.
till I think we are done with that. Okay, so Auntie D, he forgets important dates but always apologizes sincerely. Red flag or green flag?
No.
Sorry.
Or should we put amber?
No, green flag. Because in that kind of a situation, you just set alarm on his phone. I'll sit down. No, it's not. Because even me, I forget important dates.
Okay.
But
So,
not,
so
but
that
not
means that there are some
often.
things that are negotiable.
Yes, there are
And there's
some.
some
Yes.
things
Not
that are not
often.
negotiable.
Not often.
No, then he apologizes. That means that he knows those dates are important to you.
A
He
lot of people.
forgot.
Why we
No.
This is answer this question.
Okay, that's
No,
that's
and
that's the
he's
answer.
willing. He's willing for someone to apologize.
me, red
He's
flag.
willing to work.
Oh yeah, my own.
She said it's red flag for
Red
her,
flag.
but for you it's green flag.
Red
Yeah.
flag.
Okay. So he wants to know your phone password
Why?
for safety. In quotes. In quotes. Red flag or green flag.
He wants to know it, or
Yes.
I'm willing to.
He wants
He
to
wants
know.
to know it for safety.
That's what he's telling
For
you.
safety. For safety.
Safety.
Okay.
That what happened? That I fainted.
Yeah, something happened. I did not need
And
your
he doesn't.
password.
He can't use my phone.
Yeah.
For
That
me,
is my thought.
for me, that's
It's a
not-
red flag.
This for me is not. It's not a red
Nah, for me, it's a
flag.
red flag. It
See,
should be-
Because I will
you now-
willingly,
no, I should be
definitely-
the no. I should
Yes.
be the one to want to give him, not him asking.
Asking. Okay.
But I can ask for his own.
No,
Password.
I won't ask for his password.
Yeah,
He should
they
be.
will.
If he does not give
But
me
for
his
me, it's not
password,
a red flag.
I'll take it as
It's
a
not-
red flag
it's not-
because he should be willing to give me his password. I should be willing to give him.
And
his.
it don't
But I
my
don't-
stage here. When we get to that stage, that means his password, my password.
You've already there has been an exchange.
Exactly.
Okay, so for me, he has a strong temper but calms down after an hour. It's a
Ah,
red
no.
flag. Because
It's a
anything
red
can
flag.
happen within that 1
Between-
hour. He can kill me.
Don't
He can kill me. We need 5 minutes.
One hour.
Go on, like over me, Lori.
Twice. Then it's because I got angry. That's why I slapped you. It was
Sorry,
not
yes,
my
yes.
intention.
One day
Red flag.
he's going to cock.
Or or when he's angry, actually this useless woman.
Pam.
Good for no, it doesn't even need to beat. Good for nothing woman. When I was making my money, where were you?
Mm.
When I Baseje,
Red
Otiti Baje.
flag. Red flag.
Verbal
Red flag.
abuse. Yeah. Okay, so Auntie D, she spends more than let's do she now. We have done E. She spends more than she earns, but never lies about it.
And that's a red flag. You shouldn't spend. It's financial. irresponsibility. Yes, indiscipline. You don't want to bring that into a marriage. Okay.
That will kill.
And you don't want to. It means
But
we
she
don't
always
say
says it too.
it doesn't matter. It
There should be
doesn't matter. You
discipline.
earn 1 naira, you want to spend 10 naira. Where did you get the 9 naira?
Okay. All right. Dami, she wants to attend every family meeting. We are doing E now, are we right?
We are doing she. We are doing
She. Okay. Yeah. She wants to attend every family event, even the boring ones. Red flag or green flag?
Every family
Event,
event.
even the boring events. She just wants to attend
She's
every
a
event.
considerate
So
person.
it's a green flag, are you?
Because she enjoys the attending family events.
Yeah. So I think she wants to be
She's
there
a
for you all the time. I think
yeah,
it's
she's
okay.
a considerate.
It's okay. It's okay. She refuses to argue but holds grudges silently.
Red flag.
That's a red
She
flag for
refused
me.
to argue.
Sorry, it's
It's my question. It's a red
Yes.
flag. She refuses to argue but holds grudges silently. The day she go boss
I cannot even sleep.
eh?
Um,
Red flag.
that's a red flag.
That one is a banner.
Okay. All right. I know some people they are not confrontational. They don't know how to confront, but they will not be holding it.
They will put it. They will bust one day.
It's not as if they will wait for everything to cool down. Now call the person.
No, they won't.
But they will
just-
keep filing it. Your copies.
So you now know what every argument, every word
say
they will
it.
now
They
pick
say
it,
it.
Yeah.
They will say
and that's
it.
the issue. So your home
They're
will
not
not
start
be
giving you
peaceful
date and time.
because if your man says A, you started A,
You
okay,
studied.
for B, A for this, A for that. There's no
Ah.
excitement, there's no joy in the house.
Okay. Now let's go around again. This time we're doing E, right?
Yes.
Yes. So E is extremely romantic, but terrible with money.
It's a red
Flag. Carry romantic.
Red flag. A man that cannot save.
Okay, or that cannot give.
No! He's terrible with money.
Terrible
That
with
means
money.
that he spends money.
Money.
He
Yeah.
cannot save.
He
He
can't
cannot
save.
give too. So go. Romantic is there. When you are romantic and you are terrible, you cannot give me here. Alele.
Okay.
It's not
Damn
my-
your question. He always wants to pray before making decisions, even small ones. Red flag or green
Green
flag?
flag though. Green
Capital
flag.
green.
Okay.
He knows
Alright.
his source.
Yes.
For me, he talks non-stop about his ex. Red flag.
Another woman's man.
Please.
That one is
Go
another
away.
woman's man.
Go away.
He belongs to someone else.
Yes. In fact, I'm not even in the relationship.
No.
The ex is still in the relationship.
Yeah. And today she can't cook, but is willing to learn.
It's a green
Green
flag.
flag. Okay.
It's a
That
green
means she
flag.
posts every fight on social media,
You know,
but
Red
deletes
flag.
it after.
I read
Red flag.
Red flag.
The internet never forgets.
Yeah,
If
now.
it's somebody else would have
What
taken a
does Siri want to
screenshot.
say there? Okay. She forgets. We are doing she, right? She
Yes.
forgets chores.
No,
but
E now we are doing
Is it
E.
She now.
Is she?
Yeah.
She forgets chores but does random sweet surprises.
Forget chores
forget.
like
Cleaning the house is just always dirty.
she.
Yes.
No,
Smart.
no. Even
But
if
she
she can't
does
do it,
random
she should outsource.
surprises.
Outsource,
No.
exactly.
So it's a red
It's a
flag.
red
Red
flag.
flag
It's
for
something you
sure.
can outsource.
Yeah. It's just a dirty base.
Yes.
Alright, Auntie D. E now, right? He
Yes.
forgets chores. No. He refuses to compromise on small things but negotiates on big ones.
He refuses
To compromise on small
small
things
things.
but negotiate on big ones.
No, it's a red flag.
Red flag. No.
Because there are no small things, there are no big things.
Things. Every
There are actually
issue
no
is
small things, there are no big things.
every red
Everything,
flag.
for as long as it has to do with the relationship,
Both parties.
it's a major thing.
Okay. Finally, Dami, he wants a lot of alone time.
You know,
Doing
man,
what?
no.
I don't know.
No,
Just want to
say
I like to be alone.
they should be alone. It
Then
should
they
not.
shouldn't be in a
It should not be in a
relationship.
It should
It shouldn't
be
be in a
alone.
relationship.
I don't want that. It should be alone. It should not be in any relationship.
No, he's not on a retreat. He hasn't gone for a conference.
You are
That's
not
why I
on
said
any
doing what?
project.
Now,
If it's retreat,
No,
you know that's
no.
meant for this period though. This
there is a
No
period. It's
project,
fine.
exactly.
Okay, retreat though. It's 2 weeks. So
Hey,
it's
you
1
what?
month. So
Yeah.
it is true now. You just want to
That
be
person
alone.
does not want to be in a
That
relationship.
That person
Oh.
is not
That
interested
person
in
should
the
stay alone.
relationship.
All right, so that's it for this episode. I hope you have learned something and you have gotten 1 or 2 things as much as we did. So we'll see you again on next episode. Don't forget to keep keeping it real.
Bye.